Hello everyone, it's showtime. So we're back on it again. We're back on Operation Night Strikers. Let me get the art up first. Hang on, wait, hold on. There we go. So we've done the top two games here. We've done Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. We've got two games left. Night Striker and Space Gun. Now, normal streams. Back in the Ray Mines, haha. I will clap. There we go. Not most streams would do Space Gun first and then leave Night Striker as the showstopper. No, not this stream. Although before we do that, I did commission a friend to draw our beloved stream ping person playing a Wondrous One. They seem to be having fun. This would be by Moon, who's sometimes in the chat as Dolly Dogu. I don't think their artist tree page was open, but I don't think they're taking commissions at the moment. But yeah, they're just having a good time. They're just vibing. Anyway, so right, let's get on with it. Now, we've got some reading to do before we get to the main game. Everyone's favourite stream creature, thank you. Yeah, let's just crank it up a bit here. So don't worry, I've made sure we're not playing the cursed European version. That was the stinger at the end of the last stream. Lower it a bit. So, before we get started, hang on. We've got the Operation Night Strikers fan book, which has a 7.5-page interview with members of the Night Striker development team. So that's what we're going to read from. Is the music drowning me out? Let's just make sure the volume levels are right. A little bit. Okay, I can crank it down a bit. Yeah, there we go. So this is an interview with Kenji Kaido and Masahiko Takaki. I'm going to speak into the microphone to make sure that you can hear me. So similar to the Operation Wolf interview we did last time, this is in the fan book that comes with the Assault Edition. I believe this interview is in the Japanese one as well. Sadly, no. There's no music options. But you can use the the Mega CD version still comes with the arranged soundtrack, so you can still use it there, but not in the arcade version, unfortunately. We'll just wait a bit. Just make sure that I can be heard. Just please let me know if I'm being drowned out. I don't... Okay, that's great. Okay, right, so we're going to read from Night Striker Special Interview. Kenji Kaido and Masahiko Takaki. The Phantom Project CB48 Space Chase. First off, so there's like little... before we get started, there's little... Oh, that's quite difficult to read, but I'll do my best. There's little bios on both of these people. Kenji Kaido Born in 1969 in Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan, Kaido joined Taito Corporation in 1987 and worked as a game designer on numerous titles including Jigoku Meguri, Bones Adventure, Night Striker, Champion Wrestler, Camel Try, Sonic Blastman, and Warrior Blade. After leaving Taito, he went on to work for Sony Computer Entertainment and other companies before becoming a freelancer. At the time, his favourite car was a Honda Integra. And Masahiko Takaki, born in 1967, joined Taito Corporation in 1985 and made his debut creating music data and sound effects for Darius. He later worked on Rastan Saga, Full Throttle, Night Striker and Warrior Blade, among other titles. During his time with Taito's sound team Zuntata, he served as the third team leader. He also participated in the 1990 Game Music Live event, first time Zuntata performed live. Yeah, Camel Try, Night Striker, Sonic Blastman, all the fucking hits. You're right. So, the Phantom Project CV40 Space Chase. First off, can you tell us how the project idea came about? I heard it started under a different title. Kaido. Yep, at the very beginning it was CV40 Space Chaser. Or Space Chase. What does CV40 stand for? Kaido says, oh, that's just Taito's internal product lot number. Doesn't mean anything in particular, like a serial number. They were just given out in order. This project actually started with the cabinet, not the game. Back then, big motion cabinets were in style. The cabinet design team wanted to make something similar to Full Throttle, but at a lower cost. They showed me this prototype, rotated only on the y-axis, and said, can you make a game to go inside this? There wasn't even a game yet? Kaido replies, nope, nothing at all. So I thought, okay, what kind of game would fit this? Maybe a sci-fi race inside a tunnel. That's how it became Space Chase. However, the cabinet was still too expensive, so the project got scrapped. Later, the hardware guys said, hey, we managed to cut costs, and showed me this thing with rotating lamps projecting lights, like a revolving lantern. The interviewer says, motion cabinets were just too expensive to continue? Kaido says, I looked at it and thought, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? Then it hit me. This could be a nighttime driving game. Engineers making cool machinery before making game ideas? Where have I heard this before? A tale as old as time. That became the seed for Night Striker. Since Space Chase was a sci-fi racing game, I wrote up a plan for a racing game set in a futuristic city. But then Mr. Yu, the department head, looked at it and said, Kaido, can't this thing shoot bullets? And I said, yeah, sure it can. Let's make it shoot. If hydraulics are too costly, you just use a disco ball. So we changed direction right there. That was still just at the proposal stage though. After that, we brought in programmers and artists and the real work started. So why did the title change to Night Striker? Kaido says, I actually like Space Chase, but by then it was neither space nor chase anymore. Laughs. We chose Night due to its nighttime setting, and Striker because it involves shooting. Honestly, it was a last-minute choice. They mentioned specifically the 1990 Zuntata live concert. No chase, no HQ. How long did development take? I checked earlier, it was about a year, just a year, and we actually delayed it once. Was that delay because of the whole Space Chase situation? No, that wasn't included. The delay came after we did location testing. Ooh. DVOS says hi. Space Chase games, wahoo. Initially, we had an analog joystick, but based on the test results, we decided to switch to a digital one. So the controller still resembled a flight stick, but internally it was just an 8-way lever. It was workable that way, but the hardware guys managed to lower costs elsewhere, so the analog stick got put back in. Also, we redesigned the cabinet after the location test. At first, it was jet black, because, you know, it's Night Striker. But the designer's boss said, a totally black cabinet won't stand out in an arcade, so he scrapped that idea and went with the white one you know today. The branching stages, bonus systems, wipeout and pacifist modes. The game had a lot going on. How did those ideas come about? The branching stage idea was there from the very first proposal, inspired by games like Darius. A delayed striker is Night Forever. Taito Miyamoto, 6942 AD, thank you. Deconcede. Since each playthrough was shorter, we wanted a system that encouraged people to play repeatedly. Branching paths were the strategy for that. But branching means you have to make way more stages. Wasn't that a burden on development? We designed a few basic stage templates and then made variations to expand the number, so it wasn't too bad. Still, it looks like you planned things so that the no stage types overlap too much. Exactly. We mapped it out carefully on paper, making sure the same type of stage wasn't repeated too often. Stage 1 had to start in the city, no question. From there, we distributed the others. At most, the same type of stage show up twice. I even thought it could be kind of cool, on an emotional level, if a course started and ended in the city. That's course R. What about the pacifist and wipeout modes? The pacifist mode? That was totally the main programmer's idea. He just went ahead and made it. One day he goes, "Hey Kaido, I added this. What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, that's neat. It works for 1 or 2 stages, but I don't think anyone could clear the whole game that way." So honestly, we didn't test the scoring for it properly. Yep, that sounds about right. We knew it'd end up with some wild numbers. Wipeout, on the other hand, was in the plan from the start. That one's harder. It's pretty much impossible to complete in the later stages, but about 7 or 8 years ago, someone finally did a full Wipeout run. I was seriously impressed. We also hit a ton of secret bonuses throughout the game. Did you ever imagine those bonuses would still be fueling score battles 40 years later? Don't tell me this game's 40 years old. Not at all. It's funny, because one offhand comment from the boss turned it into a shooting game, but in the end, it kind of looped back into a driving game again. What about the all-pacifist playthroughs? The all-pacifist thing? That really took off thanks to the players at Kanda Nobel. If not for them, it probably wouldn't have been spread. Oh, and also the King's Records pacifist video. Without that, it definitely wouldn't have gotten as popular as it did. Yeah. The one programmer riffing to the inevitable fuckery that the rogue programming led to. Oh god, it's 37 years old. Turning into a pillar of dust. When did that kind of playstyle become popular? Pretty soon after release, maybe less than a year. Back when Taito's central R&D in the Ebina warehouse still had the machines lying around it, actually. The King Records video was filmed right there in the warehouse. About 3 players took turns over 3 days to complete it. Wow. And now we have a special treat. The mystery of the European version. Can you tell us what you know about the European variant? Honestly, not much. Never really heard about it. The North American version, sure, we only shipped the boards. The cabinets were designed and built by Taito America. They didn't have the light stream system though. Instead, the cabinet's front featured a wheel motif with spinning light bulbs, and I thought, wait a sec, that's on the outside of the cabinet. Players can't even see it. Laughs. That's what I heard anyway. Never saw one myself. Europe wasn't a significant market back then. Nothing's changed. So the fact that they even made a Euro version was shocking. I heard rumours that it didn't have any BGMs and they changed a lot of stuff. Was that you, Takaki? The documents I saw were in your handwriting. Takaki laughs. Yep, they told me we don't need music. Wow! Kaido, that's a hell of a decision. It even says here, focus on sound effects. Toyama, it doesn't say specifically who Toyama is. but he joins in. The instructions here say remove joystick from demo screen. It's likely that the Euro version didn't have its own cabinet. That means the joystick shape was different, so they deleted that part of the screen showing it. Kaido says, I see. So it was just the board being sold? Toyama, not sure. Kaido, what were they even planning to use for controls? Laughs. There is a version of the program that supports an 8-way lever, so technically it could work. Everyone watches the European version included in the collection. Kaido, the intro ends, and there's no sound? Takaki, that's sad, laughs. The speed doesn't even change, so the engine sound stays constant. At that point, why even have it, laughs. Toyama, they did add some water running sound effects though. Takaki, ugh, that's humiliating. The pitch even goes up when you fly higher. Kaido, it's interesting, but man, it's so sad. Feels like an old silent game. Takaki, yeah, it kinda works, but you get bored fast. Why did they decide to remove the BGM? Takaki, the order just came down. Take out the music. I refused to do it. That came from the European sales team? Takaki, it came from the international division. My boss at the time, Mr. I, came to me all apologetic and said, I hate to say this, but they want you to take out the music. And I told him, sorry, I can't do that, laughs. The guy who ended up handling it was super respectful of the original though. He even told me, Takaki-san, you're really good at using music to bring out emotion. When I heard that, I just said, alright, it's all yours. Here's the Euro version sound effect code sheet. There's a note that says extra codes. Was that you? Takaki, nope. That was probably Keikun or Y-san working on it together. It says here, Sea Serpent Scream. Takaki, Sea Serpent Scream? What is that? Laughs. Yeah, that's sort of an overseas thing. Oh, it's a monster kind of expression. What were the European sales team on? I'm so sorry, Deacon Thied, but please consider that these guys had to see the European version in action in the middle of this interview. That's so funny. Oh. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It enhances the atmosphere. But again, like they said in the Operation Wolf interview, you know, they took what the international sales team said as gospel. So, we're still not done, by the way. So, music production for Night Striker. Was there any memorable moment working together on the game? Kaido says, oh, definitely. The part where I ordered the music. The funny thing is, at that point, the game itself wasn't even finished yet. Imagining that is making my soul die. I'm so sorry, Deacon Thied. I apologise for the emotional damage that section of the interview has done. But it's okay. We're going to be playing the real version of the game, so we won't have a repeat of last time. Takaki laughs. Yeah, I only had a few Polaroid shots of the characters that had been made with the animator tool. Kaido. Right, and I think I showed you those concept boards that Tatsunoko Productions sent to us. Ooh. Takaki. Yeah, that's right, from the old Space Chase days. Kaido. I basically said, here's what the background looks like and here's the character. Try combining them in your head. All scenes are at night, so can you make a fast tempo track? Each stage has its own image. Even the bosses had 6 separate themes. I remember saying, that's gonna be tough, huh? But Takaki just said, nah, I'll do it. I was floored. Takaki laughs. Oh, really? Guess I was feeling generous. Yeah, it says, they showed concept boards from that Tatsunoko Productions sent over. And they specify that was from when the project was Space Chase. Kaido says, I thought for sure you'd say, let's just reuse one boss theme for all of them. But you took them all on, and after that, I left you alone for a while. Laughs. Takaki, yeah, we didn't see much of each other for a while. Laughs. Kaido, basically, I just listened to what you'd made and said, wow, that's awesome. Except the ocean stage. I said, hey, doesn't this one feel a little off? And you were like, nah, it's fine, it works. So I said, oh, okay then. Laughs. You were my senior, so I couldn't argue with your decision. You're now trying to imagine the most sensory-deprived game possible in your head. And from your side, Takaki-san, how did it feel? Takaki, Kaido had this do-what-you-want chill vibe. His broad-minded nature allowed me a lot of creative freedom. So I thought, alright then, I'm doing whatever I want, laughs. It made it super easy to work. Sure, there were a lot of tracks to do, but I was young and running on momentum. Back then, no one cared what other companies were doing. It was just go your own way. Reckless, but fun, laughs. Did you compose mainly on keyboard or guitar? Takaki, almost entirely keyboard. There were these all-in-one synthesizers back then. You could sequence and play sounds in one unit. I bought one with my bonus and brought it to the office. Kaido, wait, that was your personal gear? Takaki, yep. The company didn't have many synthesizers. Everyone was fighting over one synth. If Ogura-san was using it, I couldn't touch it, so I bought my own. I'd sketch ideas, record motifs, and sequence them roughly, but sheet music was still the main workflow. We actually still have your sheet music here, Kaido. It even says Space Chase on it. Takaki laughs. I want to take that home. Yeah, that's about right. Back then, I wasn't sequencing full data into ROMs yet, just melodies and bass lines, which I would enter into SED, the sound editor. In addition to being a musician, generally doing a lot of music for fake video games type stuff, you've done music for actual games, nothing released yet, or Super Indie, so I'm putting myself into Kaki's shoes and shriveling up, sorry. I would not want to touch the OGR synthesizer for fear of breaking the thing, yeah. OGR got the right side of the keyboard, lesser people got the left side. FM sound and hardware limits. Did you compose with the FM chip specs in mind? Takaki, yeah. Night Striker uses the YM2610, 4 FM channels plus ADPCM. With the sound effects, you had a total of 6 voices. You had to plan around that, but it never felt restrictive. When creating game music, this was part of the fun. If we had more channels, we'd have more work to do, laughs. Having PCM was huge, even though sound effects could interrupt it. So I made sure that the music still worked for when that happened. What kind of image or theme did you have when writing? Like you said earlier, night and speed, laughs. Later on, Zuntata started producing more concept-driven albums, but back then I was not skilled at that. I just dove into the game world itself. For Night Striker, I imagined actually piloting the Intergrey, blasting the BGM and seeing how it felt. The tunnel pass reminded me of the Tokyo Expressway. I'd think, man, if this music were playing there, I'd crash, laughs. Any significant setbacks during development? Honestly, I was just having fun. It felt like I was sprinting all the way to the finish. I gave it my all. Sure, there were hardware limits, but that actually makes it more exciting. You had to keep adjusting and improvising. Nothing was as structured as today, where you make a demo first, then scale it. How long did the music take? I remember starting on October 23rd. I just remember that date for some reason, laughs. The master was set for January, so about 2 months crossing over New Year's. I also checked how the sound effects moved between the front and rear speakers during that time. It used 4 speakers, right? Yeah, 4, but left and right were mono. We used L and R for front and rear instead. It was initially supposed to be full surround, but that got cut. I still wanted that sense of space, so I faked it by reversing the polarity on the rear speakers. QA found out and thought it was a mistake. They called me like 20 times to confirm it. Laughs. It's true. Once I put on the soundtrack to Zoom's Overtake while driving and I blacked out. Next thing I knew, I was in handcuffs and there was a massive pile-up behind me. Very mysterious. I'm sure Zuntata's got nothing to do with that. Do you have a favourite track? Takaki, definitely the Sky stage, Fly Away. I still think about it sometimes, like when I'm taking a bath. Laughs. I always wanted it to be a vocal track. Someone even wrote lyrics once, but it never got packaged. I also love the temple stage track, Ma Gu Ri Vu. It's my personal favourite. Shooters usually have tracks composed by laying down beats to give it a driving rhythm, so I wanted to add pieces without a steady beat. For the factory stage, Brain Worker, I dropped a few beats in the intro. The game proposal stated that the temple and factory stages are wide, so I played with tempo and phrasing. I even used odd time signatures, 7, 8, 5, 4, to make them feel unstable. I was really into horror back then, so I wanted a slight eeriness in there too. Laughs. Kaido, funny thing, I still don't know why there's a temple stage. You don't? Laughs. Kaido, yeah, we just ran out of ideas and forced one out. Laughs. There aren't temples that huge. Love how every interview like this goes, yeah, I made the greatest shit anyone heard on half a broken calculator. Laughs. Twilight Mirage feels like another special case. Kaido says, yeah, I actually wanted to include a Mocha Buddha boss, but there was nowhere to put it. You had a character design, but nowhere to put it. Kaido says, we had an image board drawn up, but nowhere to use it, so we decided to use it as a secret boss. Oh, and Takaki, I have a question for you. Why do all the stage songs have names, but the boss tracks are just Boss 1, Boss 2, and so on? Takaki laughs. I just got tired of naming things. Kaido replies, I knew it, laughs. Takaki, but I did make sure the keys matched, so they'd fit whatever order the bosses came in. Samplers weren't prevalent back then, so I tested transitions by recording them to tape and manually rearranging them. I would listen, adjust the key, and refine the details. The standby ready good luck sync at the start is perfect. Who did that? Kaido says, that was programmer S-san. At first, it didn't line up like that, but he tweaked it until the cue hit perfectly. He said, hey, come listen to this. Takaki says, yeah, I remember that. I wanted it even tighter, so I adjusted it down to the millisecond. That moment between the time and the intro, S-san nailed it. He was great. He really made that dramatic pause work. I was really into horror around the time I worked on Night Striker music. Yeah, Takaki, we noticed. Did Night Striker influence your later work? Takaki, definitely. Back then, I wasn't using music theory at all, just instinct. If you asked me to remake it now, I couldn't. But that blank slate mindset, that's when you're at your most powerful. Later, I started thinking, how can I make this better? Or, what do players want? Once you start thinking that way, you lose that pure creative focus. Back then, you didn't get a lot of user feedback. Takaki says exactly. We'd make something, move on and start the next one. It was wild, but those days laid the foundation for me. Even when I hit creative ruts later, I'd remember, what matters most is creating what you want to make and giving it your all. That's what Night Striker taught me. Takaki had that thriller instinct. What Night Striker means to you both? Looking back, anything you wish you'd done differently? Takaki immediately says surround sound. Having the player play with the full 4 channels, you know. In the original spec, the sound was supposed to swirl around the player. Surround wasn't even a common word. If we had a pop stand featuring 3D sound on the cabinet, that would have been amazing. Did surround get cut early? Takaki says, pretty early, yeah. Space Chase was planned for 4 channels. The sound hardware guys were also excited about it. What about you, Kaido-san? And he says, for me, score balance. I could have made it a bit more interesting, especially the pacifist bonus. I would have been able to make a difference there. Players today are still competing for an extra 1,000 or few hundred points. If I'd refined it, maybe it'd be even higher. But I wouldn't touch the homing missiles. Laughs. Everything else is perfect. Any message for the fans who bought the new release? Kaido says, thank you, truly. It's an old game, but I'm beyond grateful that people still remember it and want to play it. I didn't start with a grand vision to create a world like this, so it means a lot that people connected with its atmosphere. If you could enjoy the world and the gameplay together, that's all I could ever hope for. Takaki says, honestly, even within the company, we didn't think it was a big hit. The soundtrack was bundled with Darius too, after all. Laughs. Kaido, yeah, but thanks to that, more people found it, and it became more well known. Since the arcade run was short, for many players, the music was the world of Night Striker. Takaki says, exactly. The players kept it alive all this time. They carried it forward. Even after 30 years, people still talk about the game's magic as if it were part of folklore. Kaido says, back then, I went through this arrogant phase where I'd say things like, games are instruments, laughs. What I meant was that a game is as fun as the player's performance, so the fun of a game comes from how the player performs it. Gameplay is what is truly valuable. Takaki says, yeah, like every player paints their own version of the story every time they play. Kaido says, exactly, that's what I want people to experience. And Takaki ends with, and now with the newly arranged soundtrack, it's fantastic. Ishikawa-kun directed the Reiwa arrange, and I've heard some of it. It strikes the perfect balance between respecting the original and letting the arranger explore. Lots of people have covered Night Striker over the years, but this one feels definitive. I really hope everyone enjoys it. A humble man with a simple dream. A dope-ass soundtrack and the coolest fictional car in existence. Night Striker is the game that says, make what you want to make. It's true. Okay, that's the entire interview. So, interesting stuff in there. I am very amused by, I just didn't want, I was sick of naming things. Anyway, we're not done reading. We have more to read. So here's the Japanese Night Striker flyer. So, as you can see, the cabinet's white. They mentioned they wanted it jet black originally. And you can just about see there's like that panel that has a bit of red on it. That's the light stuff that they were talking about. We'll see more of that later. There's the back of the flyer. Shows off the joystick and the branching paths. We also have a US flyer, because of course we have. Fly, drive, shoot. Take a futuristic adventure. It is the year 2009. The elite division of the United Nations Special Service Agency, Night Striker, is attempting to locate a kidnapped Dr. Linbury Masker. Oh god, this is actually kind of hard to read. A world authority on laser science. With the recent threat of global destruction facing the planet, it is imperative the good doctor be found. Only his vast knowledge of laser science can stop the evil forces and save the Earth from total annihilation. This doubles as a period-accurate car ad. It does! Night Striker is a one-player shooting driving game, loaded with real excitement and outstanding graphics. Its fully digital soundtrack includes the new age sound of composer Zuntata. Just one guy. It's just Zuntata. Don't worry about it, it's fine. The cabinet is comprised of 3/4 plywood and MDF, a proven strong high-density material. Features music by Mr. Zuntata, John Zuntata. Like the Intergrey, your profits will fly. I love that they brag that it's plywood and MDF. That's really fun. The cabinet is further covered with a durable vacuum form shell, giving it that futuristic and attractive streamlined appearance, and special lighting techniques create the illusion that the cabinet is actually in motion. When the player is concerned, Night Striker leaves little to the imagination. Its environmental cabinet surrounds the player with sounds, vibrations, and spectacular lighting effects, resulting in an unsurpassed level of enjoyment. Night Striker is not just a game, it's an experience. In Night Striker, periodic decision points allow the player to map his own course and choose each mission. The available courses take the player through cities, suburbs, factories, ancient temples that the game's producer still doesn't know why they're there, canals, the sky, and even the open sea to search out and destroy the leader or boss villain in each mission. The player's arsenal includes rapid-fire and guided missiles using the control grip for direction. And Taito's continued play feature allows the player to continue until the entire mission has been faithfully executed. Features high-quality plywood. It's like Jamiroquai. That's just one guy in a funny hat, right? They're not a band, right? Periodic decision points, aka the end of the stage. Okay, right. We'd better get started. Actually, so you get the Japanese version. A depth-scrolling 3D shooter game released for the large arcade cabinets that featured flashing light effects. In an effort to wipe out a terrorist group, the United Nations Special Service Agency's Special Task Force, Night Striker, deploys the high-speed hovercraft Intergrade. We also have the world version, where the difficulty is surprisingly lower, and the infamous European version. This version was modified for the European market, with various sound effects used to replace the soundtrack. Some enemies also received additional animations. Very odd. We're not looking at that. Now, for some reason, this takes, like, longer to load than any other game on the set. Going to describe anything worse as modified for the European market. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to switch the gadgets off for just a minute. You'll see what I mean. You'll see why I'm doing this. Oh, thank you for resubscribing, Camping Luna. AD 2049. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's the Miku number. Oh, goodness, we have a hype train. Miria's here. In a futuristic metropolis, we found Dr. Linvery Masker, a worldwide authority of laser optics who had been missing for some time, has been captured with his beloved daughter by a mysterious underworld organization which is based somewhere in the Orient. There seems to be some connection with terrorist outrage which have recently occurred in Asian countries. That's it. Oh, fancy insert coin text. Mysterious city attacking terrorism group. Abducted doctor and his daughter. No. Push start button. Every frame a painting is true. So let me know how the sound balances once we get started. So we'll switch the an emergency order to Night Striker. Undertake actions. Defeat terrorists and go directly to headquarters. You'll be informed of detailed actions later. Good luck. In a large city. Destroy. Ah, okay, so you see this light? You see the light on the side? That's actually what happens in a cabinet. There's like the little white sort of sides have like a little light projection going on, so it feels like you're moving. It's actually quite effective. Sadly, you can't really see the effect if you turn the gadgets on, but we'll switch them back. After this stage, we'll switch them back on. Yeah, we played this game before on this stream. It's very reminiscent of Space Harrier, but it's got more shit going on. Also, you're a really sick car. Warning.
Targets approaching.
And yeah, as they explained, this does have an analog controls system. So here it does the Space Harrier thing where it resets to the center. Stage A complete. But notice that it stops between stages because you're in the tunnels. Now, I just need to check something quickly. So you can play this with the gyro if you really want. We're not going to do that. What we are going to do is we're going to put the gadgets back on. So let's go to the canal. So these gadgets keep track of like quite a lot. In particular, they keep track of the rank, the health of bosses. And of course, the track name. Oh shit, stunt double. Oh yeah, you could just barely fly through the pipes. Sick. I gotta stop going for it. Be careful. And yeah, as I mentioned, there's like a bunch of weird bonuses. Like there's that one for going through the pipes. There's a pot that we can destroy, but I don't know how to make it appear. There's like a secret boss and stuff. They hit a lot in this game. And look at the detailed look at how much health the bosses have. That's really helpful. It's even got like the full timer there. Oh, one more hit. Yes, got him. The best way to get sicko mode scores in the flying shooter game is to neither fly nor shoot. Well, you see, that was their way of paying homage to Space Chase. Stage F in the sky. Anyway, this is one of those games I had never heard of before emulation. Maybe it's for the best that I didn't play the European version. Maybe that would have clouded my judgment. I would have been like, what's all this music getting in the way of these sound effects? Yeah, Night Strikers, the organization. Intergrey is the name of the car. Thank you, the opponent, for getting there before me. Anyway, we're not getting a 1cc here. Don't kid yourself. I'm sorry, but we'll have fun doing it. We will try.
Warning. Targets approaching.
Oh, they've even got individual health meters for all these clones. That's really funny. Shield is breaking up. Oh, we're so dead. There we go. This is a chat where someone would know. Absolutely, yes. So we're going to go we're going to go to the C. The split in the tunnel is also really convincing. Oh no, you died at the last boss. Oh, that's tragic. Oh. And yeah, this also keeps track of the bonuses that you can get, the pacifist and wipeout stuff. So this is really helpful stuff for learning how to play this game. And while this Switch version isn't compatible with the Cyberstick, the USB Cyberstick, the PC version is, I believe. You are dead! Do you want to continue? Hell yes, I do. feel like shit, just want my machine back. Now, I do have a question, because I tried to look for it earlier, but I sort of forgot. Did the S-Tribute version of Night Striker ever come out? Or was it even announced? Was I getting mixed up with something else? What's the deal there? Or was it like they saw Taito was doing this and City Connection backed off? I might be getting it mixed up with Metal Black, which does have an S-Tribute version, but only on Xbox and Steam, I think. They cancelled it when the Arcade Archives version was announced for PS4 and Switch. Oh no! The boss got away! You once... You once see the Haunted Castle remake by accident. Nice. I did that with Death Smiles once. Ah, okay, yeah, I'm probably getting... Yeah, that would make sense. You can see how that would happen, right? Oh, and it tells you where the next route split is. We're just gonna have a nice leisurely drive. We're gonna pretend this is full throttle instead. Maybe scratch that leisurely part. Oh, look at the thunder in the background, though. Yeah. Oh, oh shit! We got fireworks. Nice. Oh, I didn't. I wasn't sure how you got that secret to show up. Oh, that's cool. Good. The boss... Oh, yeah, it does! Yeah, this collection, like, has names for the bosses in all these games, actually. Including our final game. A lot of love was put into the gadgets, and I respect it. Streamer, you get the fireworks based on the time when you touch the flagpole. Hopes this helps, thank you.
Warning, target's approaching.
Oh my god. I see. I understand. There are more missiles than I think there are. Oh. Oh, okay, we got him. We'll take that. We have to go to S, of course we do. Shield extended. Oh, and it keeps track of, like, all our extra bonuses that we got. Destroy.
Right side.
We have to destroy the supercomputer. Oh, no! Well, farewell to my machine.
Destroyed.
Oh, okay. Thanks for double checking that. I wasn't sure. I must have. I definitely got it mixed up with Metal Black then. That's fine. Oh, can we get to the end without having to continue one more time? No. We're AV Cop now. Become Carmen Rider. Yeah, we're on our way to beat Shocker. Either Rayforce or Raystorm in the Ray Z collection has like massive lore dumps breaking down the story. Oh no! I don't have time to read your fucking Pingwid classic novella on naughty computers and the fall of Rome 2 in space. I'm glad this stream can regularly remind me that arcade games kick ass. There are times you don't think about that. Well, that's what we're here to provide. Arcade games are such a thing, so good. Farewell, dear plane. It's not quite the line, but we'll take it. With the poor equipment of escaping unit after cutting off the outer equipment, the player was able to defeat many heavy foot soldiers, great destroyers, only, and there's no firepower for attacking the enemy base. If so, there's only one way, that is a bodily crash by setting in the autopilot. This idea succeeded, and the player was able to destroy the supercomputer at the organization center. The player has, however, lost a big thing. Farewell to my machine. You ever lose a big thing? So it always happens to me. Farewell to my machine. Create staffs. Occasionally forgetting arcade games are rad is acceptable. What I can't believe is that there are people out there who don't know arcade games are rad at all. Tragic. The real tragedy is that the player left his phone on the machine too, so he can't call for pickup. He's got to walk who knows how many kilometers back home. Oh, yeah. Can't phone Night Striker HQ and be like, can someone pick me up? I'm out here, I'm lost. Cheerio thing. Yeah, Ma is the pseudonym of the person we were speaking to, seeing the interview from earlier. Special thanks to many other people. Bloody Night Strikers glued to their intergrace. You know what? We got time for another route. Fuck it. Game over. Oh, no, don't connect to the ranking server. Okay. You can't just do one run. Violent striking to come again. And there's the art that was on the flyer, but like crunched down into the arcade cabinet. Love it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can suspend it. I forgot. You know, we may as well. Just so it doesn't show up again. Thanks for that. Yeah, it logs all the hidden bonuses you got, which is a really nice touch. Do we have any particular requests on which route to take? Online ranking status day off. Yeah, I didn't know about the Wipeout one either. Actually, you know what? I tell you what. I'm going somewhere with this, trust me. Because we're going to achievements. Crash into the pot. Where's the pot? It is a mystery. Signs of peace, clear state. You know what? You sounds like a good one. Yep. Ponica's clay pot is here. Oh, yeah. You know what? Good call. Where's the... How do we change the music settings? Options, game settings. Not there. Oh, sound. Yeah, okay, no, I see it now. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it wasn't like super obvious, so okay. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, this is good. Yes! Oh, hell yes, let's go!
Good luck.
Oh! Okay, this is pretty great. Okay, I hate to say this, but the instrumentation reminds me of a lot of Toho remix groups that I listen to. This is very Rolling Contact to me. That means nothing to anyone, just me. Oh, this is good. And you know, they give you the option. You can have either. So having options is nice. Oh, sick. Yes. Toho music descended from Taito after all. Yeah, that's true. So we want to go all the way right. Got it. You hear it. You hear... Good, I'm glad it's not just me. So we are visiting a few of these stages again, but that's fine. Oh, shit. Through the pipe. Maybe I'm kind of nice at Night Striker. Maybe I've finally figured it out. No, I haven't. I assume that the sound balance is okay. Let me know if I gotta crank it. I can do that. Sounds fine. Okay, good. I also really love the water effect here. Just don't get used to these fancy graphics. We won't be seeing them in the next version. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, I can crank it just a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah. I haven't heard this soundtrack yet, by the way, like the remix, so I'm experiencing this in real time. I especially like the stage complete theme. We're heading to the sky, everyone. Yeah, this definitely seems like a game that I don't know whether this is the universal experience, but it's like many years later people sort of heard of it and were like, oh wait, this game actually kicks ass, and has become more appreciated as a result. Which I'm glad for, because everyone should play Taito games. Taito did make a few other games like this. They did a Galactic Storm. They did Cyber Stera, which is 3D. But not like a whole bunch of them.
Warning. Targets approaching.
Oh, thank you. So we have Masaki did a good bunch of the arrangements. Basiscape's Yoshimi Kudo did a couple of tracks, and Enigma, a duo of Yosuke Ida and Hirofumi Miyabe, did the rest. Thank you. Neon, we Night Striking. Hi, Straw Bros. Because this is Night Striker, we're on our second run already. You first played the Mega CD version. Interesting. Yeah, I think like the first time I became aware of it was an old website called Segaga Domain. Or was it? No. Segaga Domain. That listed this guy's massive Saturn collection. And I remember it distinctly because of the description of the car. They said, this is a cool into-the-screen shoot-em-up where you play as a car that would give James Bond a stiffy. Eloquently put. Oh shit, we're in a tunnel! Here's the much requested burning road. Ooh. I know I'm not saying much, but sometimes you just have to be in awe of the video game. Oh, look at all these dips and hills as well. Ah! That wasn't bad for one credit. We'll take that.
Warning. Targets approaching.
Oh, it even, I think it shows like which ones you missed and which ones you got. Oh, that's good. Back to the city. I like that it tells you how much you, whether you were on the ground or in the sky. That's a good touch. And we get a reprise of Urban Trail, good. Oh, you can shoot the signs, nice. We saved the city, everyone. By destroying most of it. It's fine, don't worry about it. Run versus fly ratio, yep. It's good data to have. Oh, this is such a good version of Urban Trail. It's also kind of interesting that they mention like a vague connection to Full Throttle. This is a good game. Now available on Arcade Archives, by the way.
Warning. Targets approaching.
Because Full Throttle's another game I'd never heard of before emulation. Oh, now there's two of them. I understand. Oh, jeez. Ah. You are dead! Or as the wizard would call this, F1 Dream 2. But yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously. It's a racing game, isn't it?
Destroyed.
The Onion computer sign is one of the more popular posts on my video game signage account. Nice. Oh, most of the arrangements for these are done by Masaki Mori. Oh, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Hack, fraud, VGM expert, Deacon Theed. Don't worry, Deacon Theed. I get shit wrong all the time in these streams. Right. For the final stage, we head to the sea. On the sea, last stage. Oh, orders, rescue the court doctor's daughter. Oh! We transformed yet again. Oh, we got a way better weapon now. Thank God this is the first time I've ever been wrong about anything. Bless you. Are we sure those ships are like part of the terrorist group? Are we certain they're not just like passing by? Having to explain to Zoomers that hovercraft are not fictional machines they made up for this game. Good.
Warning. Targets approaching. Shield destroyed.
Oh, there's two of them. Oh, the poor hardware is not keeping up with this. Mission complete. Now this is a Toho track, it sure is. When the player destroyed the anti-aircraft unmanned submarine Dragonhead and intended to go for descuting the doctor's daughter, he found a boat drafting about at the mercy of the waves. The court daughter should be in that boat. The player heard that she escaped by watching for a chance at an unguarded moment. It was very good. Fine works were displayed in the night sky. This is a sign of peace when all strategies have succeeded. New intelligence meta just know things. Oh, the infamous arcade scene in Scanners 2 shows the game over screen of Night Striker. Yeah. $10K redeemed to make Night Striker outro text scroll by. Yeah, about faithfully executing the mission. You're right. And we got some fireworks. Good. Good. Your favorite holiday, Fine Works Night. Fine Works is the name of my doujinshi circle, thank you. Special thanks to many other people. You authored the retro achievements for this game, set that you're the most proud of. The order of the final stage achievements, production shutdown, quick. Oh, that's good. That's clever. I like that. Good. The name entry music's really good. Very haunting. Oh, you can check the achievements from here as well. Okay, so I just need to... Oh no, that's Operation Thunderbolt. There we go. I'm glad we got the fireworks and I managed to pass through one of the pass through the pipes. I'm quite pleased with that. Naming achievements is an art, I feel. But yeah, that's the arcade version of Night Striker. No, it's really good though. I really like that. It's kind of a shame that the CD that came with the special edition doesn't have it. It's only got the shooting game music and a bunch of arrangers. Oh, I'll have to find that. It's really good. You are so delighted that Night Striker has 3 soundtrack variations and they're all fucking bangers. It's true. Speaking of bangers... As in the British term for a car that is on its last legs. It's time for the Mega CD version of Night Striker. We've seen this before. I really like the back of the box though. Look at this. It doesn't even need to show you any screenshots. It's just the night sky, Night Striker, Mega CD, and the Zuntata logo. What else do you need? Don't answer that. Oh, got it. One Night Striker and make it crispy. Coming right up. Night Striker Neo soundtrack. Okay, thank you. The one that the collection comes with is Taito sound bullets, which is good because I've now got a clean version of those soundtracks. But still, anyway, so we have some options here. Option screen guide. Good. Specifically, you can play this with a digital controller, so that's like just using a Mega Drive pad, or analog. Which is quite nice that they give you the option. And this changes a few of the things you can do in the option screen. You can also disable auto neutral if you want. But only if you're set to digital. Of course, we have the original soundtrack, but we also have a different arranged soundtrack. So let's use that one. So do we have any? Yeah, let's put it on easy because I'm a baby. Yes! Crunchier! Squish it! The broad strokes are there. It's just, well... We're back in a large city. It's not quite looking the same though. Yes. So yeah, they scrunched the hell out of this to make it run on the Mega CD. The Mega CD would have used oh shit, we had a picture of it. Hang on. Wait, let me dig through. It's got like some weird name, like there's an X in there somewhere. There it is. There it is. The XE1. There you are. Still better than Super Thunderblade though, right? Not a huge achievement, but yes, it is better than Super Thunderblade. Yeah, the XE1AP is a pad version of the Cyber Stick. And yeah, that was compatible with this game, Afterburner 2, Galaxy Force 2, I think, Starblade, and a couple of others. Ah, good. Okay, no problem. I'm glad someone had the name ready to go. So thanks, Electric Boogaloo. Can you spot the helicopter? Can you see it? Whoop. Yeah, it's vaguely crab shaped. Oh, now loading. In a large factory. Okay, so this is the interior one, got it. But yeah, it was the Cyber Stick that essentially that crab thing was a version of for the Mega Drive that they introduced. In Japanese circles, the XE1AP is both derisively and affectionately termed the horseshoe crab, in no small part because of its bulky, arthropod-like design. Yeah, yeah, this was a Japan-only release. It does make you wonder why, because the other Taito Mega CD game that comes to mind, aside from, like, Time Gal, obviously, Ninja Warriors didn't get released outside Japan either, so I wonder why. Maybe they felt this compared unfavorably to something like Batman Returns. I don't know. Careful. It's definitely very scrunched, though. Oh, do we get a wipeout bonus? Holy shit. Oh, I'm actually cracked at this version. I'm kind of nice. Too much music for Europe. Sega US heard the score and went, well, we don't really need Spencer Nielsen and his team to do a reworked soundtrack for this one. Skip it. The thing is, we did get the Japanese Sonic CD soundtrack, so... STC Graves, too much music. Good. The system works. But at least this was included on the Mega Drive Mini 2. It at least runs pretty nicely. And, you know, the music is, of course, a big bonus. Visual noise looking... Yeah, it is a bit. To be fair, the arcade version's water is also kind of odd looking, but I like it. It's very distinctive. Be careful. Now I'm pretty sure this has limited continues, but I can't remember how limited. If we use our skill, we may be able to reach the end. The graphics improve if you set the stream to 160 at 60p. Very good. Ah, no. Shield is breaking up. At least the resolution is just right for the massive text. The water is a bitrate hazard, true. Sorry, Darkman, low scores for what? This game? Like this specific version? Okay, we're back on the highway. Oh, this port specifically. Oh, okay. Well, European magazines would review anything they could get their hands on. I specifically remember this for N64 magazine. They would frequently have large import review sections just because the PAL release lineup was so dire. This arranged score was 100% one of those ones that exists solely because the devs looked at what they've made and went, well, we need to give this something that has an edge over the real version. And I love those types of arranged score, both because it's inherently funny when you know and can tell that that's the case, and because those are the ones that usually whip by design of. I believe the trick, that's, the ZX Spectrum version of that trick is to get, get the really good artist to draw nice cover art for it. the old fallen trick. For the good music, yeah, for sure. So yeah, this will be the truck that spits the missiles. Yep, there it is. Shield's breaking up. Ah, I got it. The only reviews have been able to source from Master System Alpha UK magazines reviewing it as an import. That's really funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a problem that Full Throttle has, unfortunately. Incredible hot jams drowned out by the engine noise. Sir, this Mega Drive SNES game we made is absolute shit. Right, who are we calling this week? One of the Fallens or Furnace? Oh, Mad Furnace will get you a fucking soundtrack for your ass. Destroy pixels. Oh, yeah, I remember playing this last time, like having real trouble with the we want to press X here. With like we went to the factory stage and the obstacles are really difficult to pass, and we're having a similar problem here. The Mega CD is doing its absolute best. I seem to remember the import Ninja Warriors on Mega CD got bad reviews as well from the UK press. I mostly remember that because I think it was C Computer and Video Games, like, completely made up a plot about how, like, your girlfriend is kidnapped or something, and also you're a robot. I mean, that part they got right, but the rest they sort of missed out. Despite the fact that the intro is in English. I'm impressed the Mega CD can even do this, like, tunnel effect. It's doing its best. It's in pain though. 007 The Duel was alright, I guess. Oh, I rented 007 The Duel. Never got anywhere in it. CD games like this may be why the N64 stuck with cartridges. I'm gonna bash the wall. We're going to the factory. He did, well, I mean, it's not exactly his work, but he did do Mortal Kombat on the Mega Drive. That's good.
Program activated. Transformation begins.
Oh shit, with a robot! Yes! Finally. I wouldn't be too impressed with this because we did put it on easy. Amazed they let us play this far. Now, if this is a Konami game, they'd tell us to fuck off and do it again. Ooh. Let me catch up with chat for a sec. Wow, this really pushes the Game Gear hardware. Shark, don't be mean. You've completed the Night Striker training mission. Yep. Oh, is this... Oh, good. We got a whole 2 credits. That's fine. Yeah, any slowdown is definitely the game and not this stream. I assure you. Turns out we're gonna need those fucking credits. Oh god. Please destroy. Did it happen again? Is that... It sure did. The Night Striker session went well. Beautiful. Mission complete. The Night Striker training mission went well. Maybe easy, but not easy on the eyes. Oh, thank you for the 25 bits, Hock to No Shock. It only took a few hours to neutralize the enemy's automated gun battery, moving manipulator before destroying the laser weapon. The initial blast triggered further explosions, demolishing the factory. This site was an important base of operation for producing a variety of terrorist weapons, from armed helicopters to machine guns. Losing this factory would cause a considerable shock to the enemy. The fire seemed to burn endlessly, turning the night sky red. And we escaped! Smooth jams. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, that was on easy, but you know what? That's fine. We'll take that. Integrate was later charged with environmental pollution. True. Oh yeah, every single route in this game has an individual ending. Usually in traditional Taito English. This is the game from which the very famous phrase, "Farewell to my machine," comes from. Jams tonight your old striker by. Oh, Pony Canyon, shout out, let's go! Love a good Pony Canyon joint. And yeah, this was 1993. So quite a few years after the arcade game. Game over. Oh, it still has the ranking screen. So it's a little slower here. That's fine. Everyone please rise for our Lords and Saviour Pony Canyon and Cytron. Cytron? Was it Cytron? Yeah. Oh, it's still got the crusty Integrate in the back there. They knew what was important. They knew what to keep. Good. Love that logo. Big fan. But by this time, they had tooth synths to go around, so everyone got a shot. Good. Okay. Right. So, we're about to start our final game, but just before we do, I just need a quick break. So we'll be back in like 5 minutes. We're back now. I'm going to crank the sound down a bit because I've got to do some yakking. Because next up... yes! Here's the shit I want to see. It's time for Space Gun. First off, the flyer just shows you fucking ripping one of them to shreds. Beware, the galaxy is being invaded. Destroy the monsters with powerful automatic machine guns. So this is 1990, this is after Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. Invaders, possibly from space. Yeah, it's time for peak. You have been ordered to rescue the hostages immediately. Hang on, wait, there we go. The year is 2039 AD. Man takes deep space exploration to a new level of sophistication. However, at a distant space colony, a sudden escalation of unexplained disappearances and deaths causes the federal government of the Earth to launch a thorough investigation. Their best team of commandos is consigned to the far reaches of the galaxy. En route, they intercept a distress signal emitting from an Earthbound cargo ship. The crew has been taken hostage by an unknown life form and are in great danger if not rescued immediately. The alien life forms must be destroyed before they reach their final conquest, the Earth. Their final conquest, Earth. This high-powered shooting game is in the first-person perspective and can be played by 1 or 2 players simultaneously. A second player can join the game at any time, grab the controls and start shooting. The hostages must be rescued while annihilating the alien monsters, which appear in 7 exhausting rounds. You will be fucking knackered by the end of this. The game is over when the player's life energy has expired, when no hostages have been rescued, or when the 7 rounds have been completed. A life energy capsule appears periodically to restore life to the player. In addition to the endless supply of bullets, the player can collect special weapons including freeze, blade and fire bombs. All of these put unprecedented power into the player's hands. You've never heard of Space Gun? Oh, you are in for a treat. The controls include a high-powered pump-action, fully automatic machine gun and a foot pedal to assist the player in maneuvering through the large infested ship. The pump action allows players to select the special weapon of their choice. Then the player simply pulls the trigger to unleash destructive power. Taito, you're not supposed to say the quiet part loud. The foot pedal allows the players to reverse his direction of travel, giving the player the maneuverability required to explore the ship. So there's what the cabinet looks like. Well, about that name. You see, Space Gun was not meant to be the game's final name. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so we have the xenomorph inspired kind of thing going on here. And you got your 2 guns, and you have the 2 pedals. You didn't see this cabinet until 2002. Well, we might see one of the other cabs. So here's the US flyer. Beware. The galaxy is being invaded. Destroy the monsters with high-powered pump-action machine guns. Rescue the hostages immediately. The year is Oh, okay, so it's basically the same. Tension builds as the commandos search through the ship for survivors while fending off the brutal, inhuman attackers. It's a fight to the death when the aliens' true course of cold-blooded destruction is discovered. Destination: Earth. The rest of it is basically the same as the Japanese flyer, which is rare for US flyers. Usually they change a lot of shit. But here we go. So this is from our pals at Electrocoin. Expanding the world of play. So yeah, that's the same. Most of the text is the same. Single site cabinet also available. Yeah, this definitely did not get as much distribution as Space as Operation Wolf or Thunderbolt, I don't think, because I never saw it. I only found out this game existed via Taito Legends on the Xbox, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, this game kicks ass. But Electrocoin weren't quite done. You see, Electrocoin had this habit of appending year names onto new versions of cabinets. Here's an example. This is actually one that I saw myself. This is my own photo. I don't know what version of Street Fighter this would be, but it's like obviously one of the upgrades rather than vanilla World Warrior. 292. You saw it at a Walmart decades ago? Wow. Probably Champion Edition, yeah, I imagine so. So, what this leads us to is... hold on, let me get the link ready. Wait, where the fuck's my link? Ah, there it is. This. Space Gun 92 Edition. As far as I'm aware, there's no change in the actual game. It's just the cabinet and the marquee and the instructions. There it is. Yeah, there's the cab you remember. So, the guns are still Taito. But as you can see, the rest of the cabinet has 92 edition all over it. Hang on, let me... Whoops, wrong button. But yeah, there's the instructions bezel. It just says 92 edition. Game's exactly the same. Cabinet manufactured in the UK by Electrocoin. I call the first Mortal Kombat game Mortal Kombat 92 because you can't call it Mortal Kombat 1 anymore. And yeah, I wonder if they like... Yeah, we were trying to figure that out. Because there were different variations of Thunderbolt and it didn't seem like it matched up. Yeah! Need an arcade with this standing next to the European exclusive ergonomic nightmare Simpsons cabinet. Yeah, that was one that was done by Electrocoin. I know that I think people shared like the one in Arcade Club and said, oh, this is like a custom one they made. No, that was just the European 4-player cab. Shit. Octano Shock, do you have the link to that flyer with that specific cabinet? Yeah, there it is, thank you. You know what? Fuck it. We're going on a side trip. I'm gonna add that. Let's just click. Nope, wrong button. I probably fucked something up there. That's fine. There it is. So yeah, this was like... It could be a 2-player cabinet, but you could attach the 4-player parts to it. The two end panels may be removed to convert a 4-player to a 2-player. So yeah, if you've ever seen that Simpsons cabinet that looks weird, this is what it actually is. Good old Electrocoin. There's 4 sets of controls and 2 seats. Am I missing something? It's Electrocoin. Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Electrocoin cabs were everywhere in the UK because, you know, that was their thing. And they did do a lot of Taito stuff. So I guess they had, like, surplus of something and were like, well, we gotta get rid of these Space Gun boards. Let's just call it 92 edition and be done with it. Alan Partridge voice. It's an extender. Expanding the world of psychotic cabinet designs. But we're not quite done with the notes, because, as noted, Space Gun is a very direct name. And that's because that was only its tentative name, as pointed out by CAC, in a very funny way. Because there's 2 other titles hiding in the game's data. Annihilator and Creature's Shock. I quite like Creature's Shock, but man, Space Gun is a much better name. Gaming Gamanu insisted Electro Coin Cabs are the best because they's British made and British built. Oh, that's giving me internal pain. Ugh. Don't do this to me, Deacon Feed. Creature's Shock feels yeah, that does feel like Brawler, doesn't it? And yes, a few years later, Argonaut would release a game called Creature Shock, which is otherwise completely unrelated. Anyway, where is... what am I doing? Creature Shock is good, but man, Space Gun that's the name for me, baby. If it helps, you gave yourself psychic damage doing that bit. Well, I'm glad that we're even. Anyway, first launched in 1990, this light gun game offers the ability to backtrack along your route, a feature unique within the genre. A sci-fi horror-themed shooter in which the player can actually move backwards. The game is set in 2039, during the space development era. While investigating a distress signal from a space freighter that has suffered a mysterious accident, a Space Marine command unit confronts the terrifying monsters on board the ship. Oh wait, hold on. I have one more thing to show, actually. I forgot. No, not that. So, much like Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt, this was given home computer versions by Ocean, making sure to have a picture of the arcade cabinet, and they still have you blowing the guts out of the aliens. But there's something I noticed on here. When Operation Thunderbolt confronts a deadly alien force, there's only one way to survive. Check out Space Gun. Are they implying that the Roy and Hardy Jones from Operation Thunderbolt are still alive in 2039, still doing commando missions in their old age, and they're the protagonists of Space Gun? That appears to be the suggestion here. Their own cute way of saying, do you like Operation Thunderbolt? Get this. The same trajectory as the Ikari warriors going to space. Sure, why not? Okay. Ocean pulling an STC and coming up with their own canon for the Operation games. Anyway, fuck it, let's play. It's just time travel, don't worry about it. It's true. Oh, this game kicks so much ass. I'm so excited. So don't worry, we're just committing a little crime as a treat. Yeah, there's a certain movie, possibly pair of movies, that was the inspiration for this. I couldn't possibly say what it is, though. And yeah, the bezel art is there. You can switch it off if you want, but only cowards do that. Let's just go right in. 2039 AD. Man begins deep space exploration. However, there are many unknown dangers in space. Burn it into an OLED switch. Mysterious colony attacking alien group abducted Doctor and his daughter on a crippled spaceship, signaling for help. A new horror is awakened. So, just as with Operation Wolf, we must shoot all the things and save the hostages. And that means blasting them to fucking smithereens. This game is so fucking violent. Oh my god. Okay, let the hostages pass. So, a bit like Alien 3 the gun, you have a gun that recharges over time. And if you hold the back pedal, you can move backwards. How's the volume, by the way? All the blood, all the guts. Volume is fine, okay. So, yeah, you can tactically use the walk backwards to avoid enemy fire. It's tricky to use, but once you get an idea of how it works, it is quite helpful. And you just rip these things apart. It's so gory. Like, I was legit shocked when I played this on Taito Legends, because I was like, Taito made this? There's so much gore. And it's also cool shit like you blast open the window and it shuts because, you know, you're in space. And how good is the fucking music? Oh my god, there's so much about this game. See, when you're walking into the screen, it is quite helpful to walk backwards, because they have to walk closer to you. But you're limited in how far you can walk back, and there is a timer to consider. There's also special weapons, but we may as well save them until we really need them. Okay, that guy just walked off. That's fine. Ah. Okay, I gotta pause. I gotta hold on for a sec. The back pedal on the Switch controller is big. I've set it to the shoulder just because it's a bit more convenient. Taito version of seeing Warriors of Fate or Captain Commando. Capcom could do gore. Also, something I didn't know in the game manual. The left side uses a pulse gun. While slightly weaker than the plasma gun, its gun power recovers slightly more quickly. Right side uses the plasma gun, slightly stronger than the pulse gun, but its gun power recovers slightly more slowly. So you can choose a player side if you so desire. And there are branching paths as well. If you change your mind, you can backtrack and choose again as long as you're quick enough. You rescued 5 hostage. Monsters attack the crew. Will any of them survive? And now look, it's all gone dark. Ah! There's something really menacing about this game. The way the creatures sort of lurch and stalk. It's very eerie. But there isn't even any music in this section. It's just the heartbeat. They've even got something resembling the motion tracker from Aliens. That's really funny. Let's go this way. Whoa! The 3D effect is also very convincing. Like, it genuinely feels like you're walking around. Oh. The gadgets also tell you exactly how long it'll take for... Oh god, what happened here? Oh Jesus. Okay, we saved him, good. Yeah, the sounds that when you're shooting them is even creepy. Ugh. I'm not really sure how you avoid getting shot, like when you're scrolling to the side. Oh no! He turned into one of them! So that's how it works, understood. Oh, you have to shoot them out of them. Oh no, we killed... Sorry. Didn't mean to. There's always casualties in Space War. How cool is this game? I'm sorry. I really like Space Gun. Oh good, the spaceman's fine. Couldn't avoid my Space Gun, TM. Oh, it's warning me because I don't have much luck. I understand. Tominaga, boss. And it even gives like individual life for the bosses. Oh, no power though. I gotta release the gun for just a second. Yeah. Yeah, they do call for help. All communication from Starbase R has ceased. Take command of a space shuttle and investigate. Yeah, they actually shout out before they appear on screen, so you have like a slight heads up. Evil Deity Transmigration is the name of this song. And we got like a kind of Operation Thunderbolt-esque sequence here with the vehicle. Oh god. Oh, what is that? Oh, that doesn't look good. That seems like a pretty big ship. We're not going in there, are we? Lucan. What I haven't been showing very much is the extra weapons that you get. They bring up a reticle on the screen. Selfish lives don't last long. Duly noted. Ah, this is grody. Defeat. Oh, thanks for the 50 bits, Episode. Welcome. We're playing Space Gun. This game rules. We've arrived at the starbase. Are the occupants in danger? Space Station A block. Oh no, I'm backing the fuck up. A sorry state. ... And there's even they're constantly introducing new types of aliens as well. Please select. I want to go right. Wait, no, I changed my mind. I want to go forward. See, you do have enough time. They're fine based on everything we've seen so far. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Can we free the people? We gotta go here. We have to rescue her. Taito's legal department would like me to remind you that they've never heard of this so-called Aliens series you speak of. Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. Oh, things look pretty grim here. I love that scream as well. I'm pretty sure that's in Thunder Fox as well. No, if time runs out, I believe like really powerful aliens start showing up, and the only way to run out of time is to abuse the walk back too much. So it's a useful tool, but you have to use it in moderation, otherwise you'll run out of time, and that'll be worse for you. You do, however, get an instant game over if you clear a stage and there's no hostages left alive. I managed to prepare that, so we'll show that once we've beaten the game. Aliens Beat the Guns feels like a stride hack of this now. That game goes at a much faster clip, I will say. That one also has those Gunblade NY style massive guns, the ones that rattle your bones. Oh yeah, Alien and Aliens are great. I like 3 as well. First person alien syndrome. I see it. It's got that kind of tension. Oh, this is so gnarly. It's where they were storing the food, I guess. See, that's environmental storytelling. Oh no, we don't want to use the bombs. We'll kill them. Just back off a bit. See if we can get rid of these guys before they're a problem. Sorry. Alright, there you go, Miss Astronaut. I should show off the freeze bomb before we're done. Wait, is that a stained glass window? It's weird. Ah, yeah, we froze everything. Good. Oh, when you freeze the flying enemies, they fall to the floor. That's good. That's a cute touch. The only thing that's awkward is switching between weapons because you have to toggle through them, which can be difficult to do in the middle of a firefight. Ah, gnarly. No environmental storytelling is when you see watch out for the aliens written on the wall. Space Station A block. Clear. You rescued 7 hostage. Are some people still alive in the depths of the base? Maybe this old guy will tell us. B block. Yeah, there's something about the aliens wanting to come to Earth. They're not very specific on it, but maybe we'll find out more as we go on. And they do seem to be speaking to us. We just can't hear what they're saying. They're screaming at us. Oh, just step outside for a brisk walk. Don't worry, we're fine. Now we're walking at an angle. Oh no, it's split up. Oh, it's horrible. And of course, you can stall for time in sections like this, so you do want to hurry up and get a move on. Off to Earth to audition for Capcom's AVP game, yep. Oh, Jesus. Backing the fuck up here. Oh god, what's happening there? Oh. Someone's still alive back there. I have to save them. Oh god, this is horrible. How could anyone do this? Yeah, we're in the way of their intergalactic highway here. Caught a commercial for a sci-fi con and one of the costumes matches the look of their sworn enemy. Oh, what has happened to the base? I do like that the giblets are frozen when you use the fire weapon on them. And if you look at the little motion tracker, it's not just for show, it does actually show you where enemies are. Route search happened to this base. Rai Zeke is our boss here. Oh, I see. Some of the humans are too far gone to save. Oh, that's horrible. Ramahitsu. I see. I understand. Ah. Yeah, got him. Base was designed by Geiger. This is how it's meant to look. The situation at the base has worsened. Initiate self-destruct. Escape from here immediately using the spaceship at the base. Right, okay. Nuke it from orbit. Only way to be sure. There's a health up there. I could just. Okay. Lessons. Oh Jesus, we don't have much time. We gotta fucking book it. Again, time is not like instant game over, but like it will make problems for us. Oh yeah, the impact is like blades, yeah. Time to cash in all those. Oh well, the timer stops when you're on the boss, so that's something at least. There's a short stage. Oh. Now enter the cockpit and return to Earth. Yeah, deep sea ocean type game. Battle Shark. That's not quite what you're looking for, but close enough. Ah, okay. We need to make a save state here. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. And God, the Abyss is like the scariest film I've ever seen. The ocean terrifies me. So the cockpit in the back there actually has a health meter. If we shoot it, it goes down. That's bad. So you have to be careful not to shoot the cockpit. See, we've already damaged part of it, but that's fine. Oh, right, Zeke. Now, if you use too many special weapons, it also damages the cockpit. So, like, you might catch it by mistake. You kind of don't want to do that. I'm gonna shoot it in the crotch. Also, I like the reprise of the main theme. That's good. Oh, its arm's gone. We can shoot off the right arm as well. Ah, got him! Yes, nice. So, the cockpit is safe. So we get the good ending. We have succeeded in our escape. Oh. This war has just started when they invade the mother planet Earth. We must unite and fight against them. Just don't use the exploded half. Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. Momo's got an eye on it. Cast monsters and many monsters. Oh yeah, I like the Abyss. It's just terrifying. Just enough cockpit left to use the third gear should be enough. Yes, fine. Whizmaster. So there's our Mother Earth. We just barely defended it, but... An abandoned... Oh, yeah, that's right. Abandoned nuclear power plant in South Carolina. So there's our ship. On its way. Back home. Oh, Kumagaya! They're the people who made the New Zealand Story. And Don Doko Don. But the story is not over yet. No. They've followed us home. The battle will continue. In the distance of the far-off heart. Presented by Taito. Please input your name. The invaders will return. game over. But what if? So first off, we're going to show what happens if you destroy the cockpit. Danger! Explode! Mission failed! Oh no, something went wrong. The space shuttle was destroyed. Should we give ourselves up? Oh my god! Oh Jesus! And then you don't even get the credits. It's just, no, you're done. Get off the machine. The cockpit is dead. Escape is impossible. But there is another way to game over. So I've prepared this. This should be at the end of... it should be at the end of the first stage. We've murdered every single hostage. The plan of operation was failed, sacrificing the lives of many people. The guilt weighs heavy upon you. Game over. Get the fuck off the machine. And there's another way to die. There's another way to go. Actually, I don't think I can do it from here. I'd have to... Yeah, let's load this one. We'll just let him kill us. Doing a Crime City no pose. I kind of like that it just says ouch sometimes. 2, 1. You received a fatal wound. Sorry, but you are finished. Here. Yeah, strange font, but I kind of like it. It's maybe not fitting for the, space having a gun. Maybe not fitting for the theme, necessarily. I also wonder what the background is there. Both... Oh! Oh, shit, we should try that. Okay, hang on. Give me a second. I can check that, actually. Wait, hold on. Let me... If I... I know how to do this. The background is NY in the... Oh! Why, then? That's kind of a strange choice for the background. A memory of Earth. Okay. So if we go to quick load. Ah, okay, so... Oh, right, okay, hang on, wait. I just need to get into the game, that's all. I'm holding it the wrong way. There's your problem. Okay. Quite a few Japanese arcade games use New York as a background. True. So we'll just let them kick our ass. Two, one. you're right. Good start. Yeah, you can see the other player dead. Whoops. Oh, the other... You know what? We can check that, actually. Hang on. Let's go to quick load. Hang on. Wait. I just need to... No. Behave. We may as well check. We got time. Oh, hey, look at that! It is different. Wow! Oh, they thought of everything. Imagine joining in right as someone botched the game so bad for this game over. Right player doing the Y pose. I didn't know about that. Well, you know what? We've learned something. I don't. We can switch back to normal controllers, I think. Oh no, that's not. Wrong button. Oh, thanks for letting me know. It didn't occur to me, but it makes sense because, you know, the Operation Thunderbolt does a similar thing, so it would make sense that it's there. Okay, so that's the arcade space gun. That game kicks ass. Highly recommended. But there was another version. Also, I've had the wrong game playing for the entire stream. I'm very smart. I mean, technically it wasn't wrong. Now, see, where is it? No, hold on. It's in my images here somewhere. Here it is. Did you know there was a Master System version of Space Gun released exclusively in Europe? Look at this art. That's the pepper. That's the stuff. Yes. It's a good cover. And it's like not the arcade flyer. It's unique as far as I know. Taito Space Gun. From a crippled starship at the edge of the galaxy comes a cry for help. Alien monsters have taken over, and it's up to you to save what human crew remains. Choose your own path down dark corridors and through deadly arenas in non-stop shooting action. The laser shooting straight up. Yeah! He's completely whiffing it, but it's fine. He looks cool. Streamer, you gotta get a that's the pepper emote. I should. But yeah, this is so I think this might be the final Master System game with support for the light phaser. If not the last, then one of the very last. This is like 1992. So, and I do own a real copy of this. I picked it up at a game convention a few years ago. And I do have a light phaser, and it does work. It's just... well, we'll see. Before the phaser was phased out. It's the very last one. Okay, good. I thought so. So, very important, you have to start the game correctly. You have to press the correct button. Otherwise, it gets confused and it doesn't know what you're doing, because you can play this game with a pad, but if you want to play it with a gun, you have to pull the trigger on the title screen, and you have to have a control pad plugged in as well, because it uses buttons on the pad. I think it mentions in the manual. When using gyro controls, please shoot on the title screen to begin the game. Oh, this is by Cream, Creative Amusement. Okay, thank you. Well, this was their only Master System game? Interesting. Oh no, they were subcontracted to do D-Force. Uh-oh. Oopsie. So this has the same intro as the arcade game. We can skip that. As you can see, it's trying its best. An attempt is being made. I believe the C64 version of the game is quite impressive. Unfortunately, a lot of the graphic appeal is just gone from this version completely. They get the basic premise, but much of the rest is missing in action. Thank you. We did it. We saved them. Not enough power for the guts, no. But to be fair, the space gun hardware is like pushing kind of above its weight. Like, it's doing some real cool shit for 1990. I feel the 3D is very convincing. Ouch! They kept that though. It's still impressive for this Master System, for sure. And they're recreating the music as best they can. And we still have these sort of tunnel sequences. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to shoot you, buddy. One interesting thing is, because it's a one-player game, they do alter the intro so it only shows one commando instead of two entering the ship, which is really clever. They didn't have to do that, but they did. However, you might notice that the walking backwards mechanic is gone completely. They just didn't have enough buttons. But you still have the extra ammo types. And this is still better than the Famicom port of Operation Wolf. Gotta hand it to Taito for finding good contract players for a platform not supported in Japan. Yeah, I mean, there's a shit ton of Taito games on the Master System for Europe. Both Chase HQ and SCI, Sagaya, Rainbow Islands, this, Operation Wolf, Rastan. I think Rastan was on Mark III though. Was it? Ah, fuck, sorry. Oh no, he turned into a monster, that's fine. I keep shooting the wrong one. I'll get it eventually. And they've got stuff like the ripped holes in the background. That's cool. The empty screen adds to the tension. It's true. They're trying to make a statement here. And you can still freeze them. That's something. I'm kind of impressed that they tried it all, really. Oh, Rastan wasn't for Mark III, but they did get it for the Game Gear. Aha. With Master System Space Gun, we wanted to subvert players' expectations. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, and they incorporate getting health back for hostages saved. Monsters attack the crew. Will any of them survive? Persons. Yes, good. But yeah, it still has the regenerating gun mechanic. The walking back not being here is a little unfortunate, but it could be worse. Yeah, using the background layers to animate it as quickly as possible, yeah. Oh, thank you for following. Zeldana, welcome. We're going to be wrapping up shortly, but this is the Master System version of Space Gun. Oh no, we fell! I wonder if they're going to have the giant pile of corpses. They might do, you don't know. The mini version of Thunderbolt, yeah. Oh, yes, you know what? No, I can do that, absolutely. Yeah, I forgot to show it last time, so I can do it. Persons is a legitimate term, but it only really shows up in legalese. You know, that's right. They do have the pile of corpses, yes! Sega doing what Nintendo... Yeah, we'll show a fucked up pile of corpses, why not? I wonder if you still die if you kill all the hostages. You know, fuck it, I'm gonna kill them all. We should be able to get to the end of this stage. We'll see if it has the same mechanic. This is our renegade run. We're only living for ourselves. They kept the elevator scenes. They kept as much as they could. But there was no way this was going to be, like, remotely accurate. So, you know, that's fair. They do show more of the people turning into the aliens. Which is something that happens, like, once, or maybe twice in the arcade game, and they don't really expand on it. The nature of the aliens is strange and mysterious. Yeah, the main theme works pretty well. Hold on. My TV wants to power itself off. I've just got to tell it to stop. They gave it a shot, and for that I commend them. Yeah, it is quite haunting, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie though, the arcade song is like maybe one of my favourite Zuntata songs of all time. It is so good. There's no need for it to be so terrifying and over the top, but they went for it. I love it. Although, according to the European branch, maybe it's wasted on me. It's like, they don't need music. Yeah, this is a decent compromise. I'm kind of surprised they didn't port Operation Thunderbolt to the Master System, though. But they ported this one. And yet, Thunderbolt got the SNES port instead. Oh! Oh, shit. Yeah, they're definitely using background tiles for this boss, I can tell. That's how you do it. The plan of operation has failed, sacrificing the lives of many people. Please input your name. For some reason, you have to do this on pad. So yeah, that's arcade accuracy for you. If you kill all the hostages, they do give you a game over. So yeah, there's not much else to see. I did get to the end of this, and I think it keeps most of the game, but we got to move on. We have one last thing to do. Wrong game. Whoops. Quit out the menu. There we go. So did you know that there's a mini version of Operation Thunderbolt? An improved mini cabinet version designed around prize gaming and the electromechanical arcade experience. Minor changes have been made to reposition it as a single-player title. So what this is Operation Thunderbolt, but it's one player only. So check this out. It's carrying the people. Fuck. Not the people. The military authorities, don't ask which, call on Roy Adams. Roy goes into action again, this time with a fellow, Hardy Jones, except not in this version. It's one player only, so they got rid of Hardy Jones. So yeah, if you insert a coin, there's no two-player.
Operation initiated.
Rescue
all hostages.
You're not appearing in this film. Hardy Jones overslept and missed his flight. So yeah, they I don't know what changes they make specifically, but it's rejigged slightly to be a single player game. So they move the score, they move the high score thing, so that it's all for one player. Welcome to Fighting World. That's the name of the song. I love that. It's such a good name. We'll play the first level, why not? I guess it does mean that every single bullet is now aimed at you. Sorry, I gotta read this out. Statistically, there has to be at least one person who only ever saw this version and spent the rest of their lives wondering when Hardy Jones was going to show up. Yeah, I've never seen the mini version of this, but I'm glad that they included it for completion's sake. And just seeing the title screen without Hardy Jones is weird. I was thinking I was in Space Gun then and I was switching rather than just pressing the rocket button. Operation Thunderbolt, the hit Moffat video conversion kit. Operation Thunderbolt 92.
Intelligent agent and obtained information. Confiscate ammunitions and means of transportation.
You know what? We'll play through mission 2 because I want to show off, in case people missed it. I want to show one of the things they changed for this version. Could you airlift in some tea drink, please? Kind of dying here. Kind of not living my best life. I won't lie to you. I've only got 30 HT left. That's nothing. Ah, you're dead. Pushed. Oh, that's interesting. It just says push bomb button. I guess it didn't have a start button, maybe. Like, with the cabinets that small? You know, I'm gonna double check once we're done here. I'll restart and see what happens. See if it says push bomb button. Man, they're good at throwing knives. Ooh. Yeah, just blow it all up.
Raid successful.
So, we're playing the Japanese version, so I fucked it up. It usually says recovered ammunition and got a Jeep. However, they changed it to LAV. Because Jeep is a trademarked word, and so they cut the voice line as well. But I'll tell you what, let's reset the game. Okay, hang on. Let's try the US Mini. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Oh, that's weird. It automatically starts for you.
All hostages.
Oh, that's weird. So yeah, I guess it didn't have like a start button. It just has the bomb instead. Interesting. And there's no easy version of the Mini, unfortunately. It's just you have what you have. Oh, I'm missing 2 achievements. I need those Chivos, though. We saw the true ending. Oh, God, that's so grim. Guess death's only a matter of time. Good. I got all of them in Operation Wolf, though. I must find out what the pot is. But that's for another day. So that's it. Let's take the headphones off. Would I recommend this collection? If you've got an interest in rail shooters, in on rails light gun games, yes, absolutely. This collection is pretty great. You've got Night Striker, which is a game everyone loves. No complete album songs on NS Arcade and digital version. Yeah, it's a very good collection. And I really like Operation Wolf. I'm one of those people. I think, especially since it's got the Japanese version, you can and like reading through that interview last time really gives you like a sense of what they were trying to achieve. It's pretty ambitious because it does feel like a proper raid. You are on your own, and you do have to, like, the things that you do on that mission do affect like what happens. You know, they can't call for reinforcements. You get healed, and you get where the prisoners are being held. So, you know, they've opted for realism, and obviously it's a bit silly because, you know, there's so many enemies, but I think they do a really good job. The PC version doesn't work with modern light gun controllers. Ooh. Oh, that simulate an absolute position mouse. Yeah, I don't have the Steam version myself. I think the gyro controls work really well. The only exception is the Famicom Operation Wolf does not support gyro. It only has mouse control, and it's really bad. it's like probably like due to the way that the Famicom light gun works. So like, that's like deeply unoptimal, but everything else works fine. You've got now. Who remembers the 2023 Operation Wolf game? Nobody. Good. Yeah, what are you talking about? Never heard of it. But the one thing I don't like, and this is like a constant with Taito collections, is, you know, you have to pay extra for the console games if you just buy it digitally. However, honestly, like, the console games are not that great here anyway, so, like, I would not feel... How do I phrase this? Like, that I wouldn't say they're essential. You can... Having the arcade games and the various different versions of the arcade games is more than enough. You bought the PSVR 2 version if it actually did exist. I know, right? It's purely a hypothetical. But, like, I think the arcade games on their own are worth looking into this collection if you have an interest in the history of this sort of thing. Probably a hallucination, yeah, you're right. And you get fucking Space Gun, dude. Space Gun. Oh, my beloved. It's so good. Oh, one thing that I meant to share that I forgot to because I'm very smart is pro arcade gamer Janet has a 1cc of the pacifist mode. Pacifist run for Night Striker. You were lucky enough to not buy it on a sale. And here is, if this is the right one, this is a Space Gun 1cc done on a real cabinet. Which also permanently has a reflection of a Gunblade New York marquee in the background. So, just to show that these games can be 1cc'd, it is possible. I can't do it, but you maybe can. Janet always coming through with the crazy clears. Yeah. And recorded on real hardware as well. Janet's setup is completely bonkers. Space Gunblade. The moral of the story is play Taito games. Play arcade games. They're good. Oh, I would love that. I would love Gunblade NY and on Switch. Hey Sega, do you want to port your arcade games to stuff? Just saying. I think one of the most bonkers setups I saw for a Janet video was their Action Decker setup, because that has like motion tracking for like fist fights. I think it's like really weird. Janet setting up Police 9112. Oh, the Keisatsu can too with the motion sensors. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, good channel, recommend. Ooh, I haven't seen the Bone Eater setup. I'll have to look at that. But Action Decker, I remember. Yeah, to the battle. And on that note, I think it's time to end the stream. in the traditional manner, of course.
Any minute
I'm gonna
now,
keep
and
the
it's
music
gonna be
on,
Charm
actually.
City. Clyde! Not now. I'm getting ready to chomp pack.
But Clyde, there's something I think you ought to know.
What is it?
I think he's getting ready to chop us. Hey, Pepper! I think I just caught Pack's jaws.
Mocap Boxing also has a crazy Janet setup. But Clyde, should we give ourselves up? Then fucking explodes. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Always play Taito games, you're right. Putting Night Striker and Space Gun in the same stream would be too scary for other streamers. Only I am able to do it. Maybe. Clyde when he has to tell his buddy Punky about the wild creatures living in the ocean. Oh god. Pack jaws unused. Darius DOS. I love Space Gun. I love Night Striker. I love Taito games. Play them. So thanks for the follows and the bits and the resubs. Much appreciated. That is unfortunately... Oh! Janet's Bone Eater setup. Volume warning. Thank you. Okay, I'll take a look at that later. Thanks for that. Yes, thanks for showing up, everyone. That's it for Operation Night Strikers, though. But Clyde, mysterious terrorism group has kidnapped Doctor and his daughter. But Clyde, these games are full of war story. And I mean, they were. You can't say that they weren't. They advertised that they were advertised correctly. So yeah, I'll find an excuse to stream these games again in the future. For now, though, we have a stream on Friday. Fuck it. Super Mario Bros. 2 run back. I'm not happy with getting my ass beat by that game on Christmas Eve. We're going the fuck back in. I've practiced. I've run the numbers. I've done all the data. I know how to beat that fucking game now. But Clyde's shield is breaking up. Jana has several mocap boxing playthroughs. Good. Revenge of Clyde. No, you see, I didn't practice last time, but this time I did. So we're gonna go back in. I'm gonna get a 1cc. I'm gonna beat that fucking game. I did not realize it had hands, but now I am prepared. Martin will pay. That superb Mario, I've shit him. He's nothing. Yeah, there's a desperation to it. Shield is breaking up. You got to do something. Ooh, Dino is playing too extreme. Oh, no, my mistake. They're playing 3 extreme. Even more extreme. You fight the round girl. What? Oh, that's good. That's too many. I know it's too many extremes, but I think we can handle it. I think we're good. Right, so thank you all again for showing up and sticking around. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And you go all be very polite to Dino. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.